We will rid the world of this filth.
Your heartbeat betrays you, and your... When an icy ball of hatred and revenge beats in your breast, anything is possible. Fortunate. How fortunate. How fortunate.
Damn, not quite enough yet. weapon. There we go. Okay, I've gotten everything I want from here so far.
The eye opens. That is futile. Your penance. Battle-worthy once more.
Alright, let's see if we can't grab some more items. Like these. Still don't really know what to do about that.
Moonbane favors me.
Ooh. Another set? Interesting.
Shall survive. Battle-worthy once more. Repaired. The eye opens. Fortunate.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread. The shadow thickens.
Repaired.
shadow spreads.
Okay. Probably pretty set on stuff right now.
The fools have launched an assault. That is blood. I seeks blood. All too predictable.
Oh, I guess I win. Interesting, there's some remotes in here. And whatever that is. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm ready for the next one. 2 matches or play 1 match of hot potato counter. Alright. On to the next one.
When an icy ball of hatred and revenge beats in your breast, anything is possible.
Alright, I'm gonna turn on the fan because that was a little toasty. Hello, welcome to the stream.
Moonbane favors me.
Just busting out some ranked matches.
Moonbane favors me.
There might be a yeah.
Another come to face Moonbane's wrath.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread. The shadow thickens.
Moonbane favors me.
Okay, that's no. Oh, but yeah, there's enough gold to interact with this chest though. That's armor. And another swarm. How many that'll work.
We need all the quest rewards. The fools have launched an assault.
I'm trying to hit this spell 3 times.
repaired.
See if I can make it to that portal in time. I guess not. Come on, chase me this way. Okay. I guess they gave up. I've not run into a whole lot of people in this game.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread. The shadow thickens.
Yes. Those. I think would be good. Damn. I was hoping.
The fools have launched an assault. I seeks blood.
Red always serves me best. Ah, that's better.
Up top, huh? Come on. And it's so picky about what it wants to latch onto sometimes.
Eye open.
Purple armor. Swap that. Grab that.
I see presence in the distance. They're coming our way.
The shadow will soon spread.
We move.
How many people are left? 14.
The shadow spreads.
I see presence in the distance. They're coming our way. The fools have launched an assault. That is futile. I seeks blood. Enemies close by. Enemies close by. Blood always suits me best. I see presence in the distance. They're coming our way.
Oh, come on.
Repaired. I see presence in the distance. They're coming our way. I see presence in the distance. They're coming our way.
That's where everybody's fighting.
Sharp as hate once more. Repaired.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread.
Not a whole lot of really good places to chill out for a second. That's
The shadow thickens.
maybe here.
The fools have launched an assault.
Impossible. Immaculate once more. I seeks blood.
Repaired.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread.
Thank you. I'm just gonna reposition back to zone.
That is futile.
The shadow begins.
Repaired.
It's hitting right past.
Immaculate once more.
The shadow will soon spread.
Recovered and ready to kill.
The shadow
Impossible. Come to face moon-rain blast. So fragile. I seek blood.
No, that's annoying.
And I
And big drop. Please.
there's no more.
God damn. So annoying. So much running. No way. One, two.
The eyes we are...
Well done. Event is over, huh? Guess I'll just spend my 6 on that.
You see well.
Let's see. Who do I want to play this time?
My one ambition is destroying everything good.
Sure, let's try this one. Oh, a lot of people are scattered everywhere. Go for that. Oh,
Not too bad. This is practical.
much better armor. See what we got now. Yeah, I haven't really found a good way to run it. A good time to use that, so I'll take that.
This is practical.
Here's my bag full of, oh god, get out of here. I need those. Oh, and I can top off with that.
Not too bad.
Cannon, nah. Soldiers expand, so I take that one.
This is practical.
Grab that circle just to be safe.
Not too bad. They're not prepared for the torment that awaits them.
Okay.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread.
Alright, let's see if we can't find people to fight now.
The shadow thickens.
People leave so many of these caches. And don't get anything good out of it.
Not too bad.
A little bit of gold. And that type of stuff. The bag extraction things.
This is practical.
Ooh, perfect blades. Yes, please.
They found me! Now the fun begins. Ah! Come out, wherever you are! You can wait. I'm only sorry it didn't hurt me.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Have another spoon.
Fixed it.
universe! Tai Chi ripped!
Your death whistle. It brightened my whole day. They're not prepared for the torment that awaits them. Come out, wherever you are! You can win.
You will pay for your crime!
Fixed it. Knock it off. Afraid yet? Ooh, shiny. Ooh, shiny.
I should keep those spots empty. And get more armors or healths. And nothing what I'm looking for.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread.
Time to take some life. What astounding ignorance. Like new.
The shadow thickens.
Anything good? I guess graphic. It's decent.
Come out, wherever you are!
Move on.
Knock it off! Fixed it. Knock it off! Ah! Fixed it. Fixed it. Fixed it. Time to take some lines. Knock it off! Come out, wherever you are! Knock it off! I need more time. Knock it off!
I will remember that.
The shadow will soon spread.
Dying isn't part of my prophecy.
The shadow spreads.
And the blood will flow once more.
Now I just have to find healing items again.
Not too bad.
Man, I'm finding only the low tier ones. That's just gonna be real annoying. Of course.
Afraid yet?
You can.
Oh, of course, you went through the fucking window. Why? Ugh, so annoying.
The shadow will shortly begin
don't want to go through the window. I want to climb up to the roof. I did it too funny. What am I gonna do with this one? I'd love to, but it's not very good. So I don't want to just open it up. These boxes never fit anything of value.
Brutal.
Tianhai, the wandering monk.
Yeah, what I have is something a bit better. Why did you give me that? Okay. Yeah, this character just cannot 1v1 very well. Oh.
The world needs a little more bloodshed.
Do you desire to be my master?
Actually,
Yes, they're real. Every soul in this blade.
Flying Edge called back. Yeah, then. Yeah, I've got everything I like. Nunchucks. Why not actually? But I will swap the great sword for this.
Material riches. How fortunate.
Wow. Let's go intervene in my fight.
The moment for my vengeance is not yet known. We'll attack our enemies. The demonic blade lives through me. Not yet. I shall purify the souls of their filth. Why do they challenge me? It never ends well for them.
Alright. And I was gonna grab these items, because that's what I need. Okay, cool.
The moment for my vengeance is not yet mine.
Thanks for all your stuff.
Not yet. You're tiresome, it's boring. I shall purify the souls of their filth.
The shadow will shortly begin to
As if
spread.
freshly hammered and wrought. None shall escape from the demonic blade. I am
The
restored.
shadow thickens.
One day, perhaps, I will be mortal.
Alright, I need to find more blue repairs. How do I use it?
Now it may perform its function again. Now, lovely weapon, instead of rust, you shall bathe in blood.
Weapon expansion, nice. Oh, how is one? Didn't I just pick up a weapon expansion, or was that a bag expansion? Oh, bag expansions. Instead of those, that'll do the blades. Jade expansion, nice. I have plenty of healing face. I need the armors. More weapon repair kits. Exactly what I want.
My blade is ready to unsheath.
Okay. Yeah, we'll keep that one. I'll swap you out for that.
I shall purify the souls of their filth. We will attack our enemies.
Benevolent evil, bring over all.
Not yet.
You shouldn't do this.
It's over. Now it may perform its function again.
Might as well use one of the small ones too.
Now it may perform its function again.
Item bag. Oh, it's already at max capacity. Some more armor.
My blade is ready to unsheath.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread. The shadow thickens.
See if there's anybody around. Nope. How many people are left? Only 7? We have this huge area. I don't even think I have one of those close to me.
Not yet. We will attack our enemies.
Your soul is mine.
I shall purify the souls of their filth. The moment for my vengeance is not yet.
Oh, there's just 4. I want to walk into a trap with a bunch of people, so just hang out here until wait till I see where Bane Breath thing is happening all over. Alright, who's leaving? Maybe.
My blade is ready to unsheath.
How many are left? Still 4. So I guess that's including me. So me and 3 others.
The shadow will soon spread.
Let's see if there's anyone around here. Nope. Oh, that's good. I'm not sure where anyone else is, though. Probably should go more inland soon.
The shadow spreads.
There's only 2 alive, me and one other person. Oh, you're over there? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna wait till I see where the next one is. That'll probably be my final battleground. You're that way. Okay.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread. The shadow begins.
Take care. Not yet. I shall purify the souls of their filth. Now it may perform its function. I am restored. One day,
Damn, the
perhaps,
fucking corruption.
I will be
Of course. Oh, that's so annoying. Fucking corruption, dude. It would have started moving right on me. I'm telling you about the limited time events. I don't care. He did outplay me though, so can't be too salty. My positioning was just bad. Let's do into something else. I really feel like I could have had that one. No messaging both. Hello.
Yo.
What are you up to?
Just adjusting some decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Since the new
You
support
may have
cards
my
came out.
power, whatever that is worth.
I get it. I was looking over like the illusion thing, and their boss monster is kind of bullshit.
To be fair, you say that about anything that's not an absolute control card.
No, I do not do that. I read it, and that's what I was saying. It's like based on what I read, that card is gonna be really annoying. The illusion stuff, like Like a monster cannot be destroyed by battle. Well, him and his monsters attacking can't be destroyed, but he can either take control or just like or just basically outright destroy another monster.
Take care.
Hold on.
Our enemies amass in the distance.
Nightmare Magician. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by that battle. At the end of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, it can take control of that opponent's monster. Once per turn, at the start of the damage step, if another monster attacks, you can destroy one card on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So, here's the thing where I'm looking at it,
The moment for my vengeance is not
and
yet
here's
nigh.
where I'm basically gonna be approaching this. This is an illusion monster. There's
Now it may
not a lot
perform
of
its
cards
function again.
in Yu-Gi-Oh! Period that have anything to do with illusion monsters right now.
My injuries afflict
Well, I know,
me
because
no
brand
longer.
new.
Yeah, no, this type of card literally just came out freaking last year, like the very end of last year. So they've added some cards to it. The only problem is like I'm not seeing a whole lot of ways to easily get it out, except for by fusing some of these one particular monsters. And that's the thing, you need a
Now it
beast
may
and fiend type
perform its
monster.
function again.
And yeah, it is the new freaking support for Chimera, which is cool.
I am restored. One day, perhaps,
Yes.
I will be mortal.
But yeah, no, just with that guy, I personally just like, I'm kind of in the meh category. I don't know, does that make sense to you?
I mean, yeah. I agree with you. I'm not
Enemies
complaining
amass
about
in the
his
distance.
difficulty to get out. I'm complaining about the fact that when he is out, he's going to be really annoying.
I get that, but also look at it this way, a lot of times, a card's viability is just how fast you can get it out. This guy seems like he'd be a bitch. So, unless they're like me and make a full-blown thing like where it's just doing what they can to get it out as quick as possible,
The moment for my vengeance is not yet nigh.
they're not getting that card out very quickly. Like, from what it looks like, the illusion cards are meant to play by themselves, from what it looks like. So, like I said, for
Now
me,
it may
I
perform
personally don't
its
see it as that big of a deal until it actually becomes one.
I shall purify the souls of their filth.
Take them all.
Not yet. Oh, out of those so soon.
And they did also just release some new support for my Drytron cards, which I'm definitely going to use.
You should have known the price of
It
desertion.
was only
is
one
death.
card, but it's still a beast of a card.
Out of the 3 pulls, I got the ultra rare for this, probably one of the stupidest sounding cards I've ever heard of.
Dude.
For power. For power.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. It's the fucking, it's the fucking, like, armored dragon level 10 or whatever.
Oh, Armed Dragon Thunder level 10?
Just armored dragon level 10. Maybe thunder, I don't know. But, he's also ridiculous.
Yeah, no, the old level monsters were always a pain in the ass to use. Like, if it's just regular Armed Dragon level 10, then, yeah, no, that's kind of upsetting for a pull. Now, if you got Armed Dragon Thunder level 10, that's a good pull.
It's the new one.
The Armed Dragon Thunder.
Probably, yeah. The one where it's like based on the attack of whatever monster goes into bringing it out, it gets a very different effects.
Give me one second. Armed Dragon.
I shall purify the souls of their filth. Take them all.
Oh, if it's special summoned by the effect of an armed dragon monster, you gain power. You gain the following effects based on its attacks.
Based on it's a not a well based on the maybe based on whatever the attack of it was. Like if it's a 1000 attack monster that you use to bring it out, you get like his second to last one. But 10,000 is his most powerful.
Yeah.
But that's more unlikely.
Yeah, no, that's Armed Dragon Thunder level 10, and yeah, that's only if it's special summoned by the effect of an Armed Dragon monster, and it gains effects based upon the attack of the monster used. So, yeah, no, you still have to worry about, like, getting the other ones, like Armed Dragon level 7,
I have all of those.
Not yet.
Like, you gotta get their points up there in order for it to actually really freaking
now it may perform its
for you to really get some good effects. Like if you can get the 10,000 plus one, freaking honestly, like you literally have most of that duel freaking set in one.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, like.
Dude is ridiculous, though.
Not really. I don't see him much.
A benevolent healer.
Now, if we talk Thunder Dragon, then yeah, no, they're ridiculous. Yeah, they're kind of assholes, but especially for one of their boss monsters, freaking Thunder Dragon Colossus. Jesus Christ. Talk about one monster that literally stops an opponent from playing the deck entirely.
Now it may perform its function again.
And let me put it to you this way, Sean. That is actually one card that the moment it reaches the field, I will surrender every time.
Oh, the Thunder Dragon?
Enemies amass
yeah,
in the
Thunder
distance.
Dragon Colossus, because while he's out on the field, no one can search through their deck for any card, except for by drawing.
I shall purify the souls of their filth.
Just for him being out. And then, on top of that, he can cheat himself out of the extra deck and still consider it fusion move somehow. And then on top of that, if he gets destroyed, he has a way to self-revive. So yeah, no, if Thunder Dragon Colossus reaches the field, I just straight up surrender. Because I know at that moment, I can't play anything.
Not yet.
Literally, I am locked out of just playing the game entirely.
Yeah.
Because every deck nowadays, including control decks, have to search their deck for Hell, your Eldritch deck has how many cards that allow you to look through your deck and get a card?
All of my traps and spell cards that go to the graveyard.
Yeah, literally freaking just by Thunder Dragon Colossus
It's
being out on the
picky.
field.
It's picky.
Yeah.
It's all. It depend on what effect I'm using as what if it's a spell or trap I get to draw. But yes.
But while Thunder Dragon Colossus is out on the field, you can kiss those effects goodbye.
My injuries afflict me no longer.
You don't get those effects.
Yeah. I might make an armored dragon deck since I have the ultra rare for it, but I haven't decided yet. I have almost all the cards except for like one ultra rare and like 3 or 4 super rares, but that was.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's just because I pulled that big monster. Like, I wonder how much support I actually have for this monster, and I had a lot more than I expected.
Usually turns out to be that case.
The moment for my vengeance is not yet nigh. It's over! Now it may perform its function again.
I got a couple of pretty good games. I made my way back up to platinum and ranked only using volcanics. So
Yeah. I know I'm never gonna see past gold. I've accepted that.
why did you accept that?
Because I won't ever use Max C or frickin' Ash Blossom or the other 2 cards that people use. I've accepted the fact that since I won't use those cards, I will forever be stuck at gold.
Hmm. Yeah, I have pretty bare minimal of those cards in the volcanic deck.
Yes, but you have them. I won't ever use them. The moment they... I have 3 copies of Ash Blossom, and I'm pissed that I can't dismantle any of them. Okay, sorry. I have 1 copy, but that's still 1 too many for me.
I mean, it's not bad to have, though.
No. Like I said, man, like, you can use them all you want. I never will.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. We've gone over it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You're a lot stingier with your tools than I am.
I just don't want to use the same meta bullshit that everyone else is using.
I get it. You want to be unique.
No, I just want to not be bullshit. That's the thing, is like, I don't view those cards as healthy cards for the game. I view them as some of the most unhealthiest cards of the game. But
I saw a leak. And you're gonna hate it.
If it's about Maxi coming back to even being limited in the TCG, I will wait until the ban list happens, and then if it does actually happen, I will get rid of all my cards.
Yeah, it was an official conference conversation regarding Maxi in one of their Discord forums, and one of their employees leaked that it was coming back.
Like I said, I'll wait for the ban list, and if it happens, then no, I will completely uninstall this game, as much as I hate that, because I do love this game. I will completely get rid of all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I will say fuck it to all card games. Well, all trading card games.
Time to play Magic.
Oh, hell no, I'm getting rid of those too.
Why is that?
Because I don't have fun with Magic, dude. Like, the only reason I even know what the fuck I'm doing is because CJ has actually taken the time to sit down with me and actually tell me. And even then, I still look at it and go, this is fucking confusing. At least with Yu-Gi-Oh, I had the entire fucking card text to tell me what the fuck it did. As annoying as it got, trust me, does still get annoying. But no, I will not get into Magic.
I'm not into it enough to buy cards, but I'm into it enough to play if someone wants to play.
No. I'm not. I'm not. But like I said, I will wait for that ban list to happen, because that's the only time it's going to be actually official.
I get you. I thought I'd give you a heads up of what I learned.
But here's the other thing though, Sean. You want to know something else?
What?
Those leaks have also been 70% of the time faked. As I said, 70% of the time. So
right.
That's the reason.
Like I know you're right. But yeah, like.
So like I'll wait for that ban list.
Yeah.
And then go from there.
I was pretty convinced because it was literally the fucking president of Konami that was bringing it up. So.
Which is funny because if you actually look across the player base, freaking over 90% of the people fucking hate Maxi.
No, the reason they're thinking of bringing it back is for a really, really dumb reason. Because they're gonna be bringing out, they're gonna be milking it for money because they're gonna come out with limited editions and stuff.
I don't think Konami is that dumb. I really don't. Don't get me wrong.
I wouldn't put it past them.
They've done some dumb fucking things. Don't get me wrong, but if they're gonna be that dumb with a card that toxic. Oh god, I can just see it now. Yu-Gi-Oh itself will fucking tank.
Probably. Honestly, I think it's been a long time coming though.
You just don't like how Yu-Gi-Oh is, whereas me, I'm fucking reveling in it.
No, I don't mind how it is. It's just
bullshit.
It's just gone. It's just gone on way too long. People fall off of it all the fucking time.
Then same with Magic the Gathering, dude. Magic the Gathering's older than fucking dirt.
It is, but it has more dedicated player base too, and people that actually care about their cards.
Yeah, that's also because freaking, unlike Konami in many cases, Magic the Gathering actually has a format that's catered towards more casual players. Whereas in Yu-Gi-Oh, you don't really have that, sadly.
No, unfortunately. It would be great, but yeah.
Because here's the thing, though, is like, let me rephrase that. Yu-Gi-Oh does have different formats, but you have to find places that are willing to play said formats. And then having those cards to begin with.
And then having people willing to do it.
Exactly. And most card shops nowadays aren't really looking forward to, because the worst part is these types of freaking formats are not fully sanctioned by Konami. These are fan-made formats that have persisted for fucking years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, here, one of the formats that people love to introduce newcomers to, GOAT format, which is literally every card from the OCG from 2004 and older. So you still had some pretty powerful cards back then. Like, you still had access to Thousand Eyes Restrict, you still had freaking Blue Eyes and all that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't so chaotic in a lot of senses because, you know, special summons were there. They just weren't like as commonplace as they are nowadays.
It's because they didn't have as nearly as much support then as they do now.
Well, I can kind of see where Konami came from when they were making new types of cards and stuff. Like, say, for Synchro Summons, like I said, for me, Synchro Summons saved Yu-Gi-Oh! For me.
Yeah, I will just say this real quick. Like how I feel about Synchro Summons, I like them. I think they're a cool addition. I just think they're a little too, unhinged. Kind of not really balanced out, or they don't have a lot of good rules to support it. They feel a little out of control is my problem.
No, the problem is with Synchro Summons nowadays anyway, because back then you actually had to have dedicated archetypes in order to make this work. Synchro Summons, when they came out, Sean, could not operate as slow as Yu-Gi-Oh! Was. Hence the reason they had to make archetypes that help splash out some cards. Now, it wasn't like super fucking like terrible or anything. Like, max, I think in one turn I actually was able to special summon like between 7 and 10 times, and it wasn't really for anything that great.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing though, is like, sadly now we have freaking certain synchro monsters that even I fucking hate. Let's look at freaking, for example, the one that I know for a fact you and I have both seen time and time again, Baron de Fleur.
Yeah, she's fucking everywhere, even in decks that aren't her archetype, and then she just shuts down the rest of the game.
The problem is it's a level 10 synchro monster with generic materials. That's the biggest issue. Is because
can't she use your opponent's shit too?
No, she cannot, but she can shut it down. But here's also the other thing though, is like, unless your archetype has a very specific level 10 you want, what's the point of playing? What's the point of playing anything other than Baron de Fleur at that point?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the problem. Is like, Baron de Fleur is available to people just because of how unrestrictive it is to get its materials. Like, here, all you need is just one tuner plus one or more non-tuner monsters. It's a Wind Warrior Synchro monster that's a level 10. That's not very restrictive. Don't get me wrong, Sword Souls have a freaking card that's like that too. The difference is the Sword Soul level 10, that's also generic, wants to play with Sword Soul cards.
Which I think would be great. I don't, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have an issue with the special summoning. I just wish there were more, I wish there was just more rules implemented on special summoning. Like archetypes, like how it used to be, or just tweaking it so it wasn't so crazy overpowered broken. Like, I don't care that synchro summons are in the game. It's just they're so fucking ridiculous that it like makes or breaks an entire game for somebody.
Well, here's what I was gonna say to that, and I agree with you on one aspect. I personally don't mind any synchro monster being generically able to be made. Here's where I have an issue, is when you have it to where that card by itself warps a game around it. Or
that's why they banned Thousand Eyes Restrict.
Or, let me finish though real quick, before you cut me off again.
Okay, sorry, I get heated because Yu-Gi-Oh's fucking, it's good, but it's also dog shit.
Oh, so just like how I feel with Magic.
Ugh.
But regardless though, I don't mind if a monster has generic materials. If anything, I welcome it. Just give it some restrictions on its effects, or at least make it to where it wants to be played with its archetype. Like I said, with Sword Souls, it wants to play with its archetype because it works out banishment. What does Sword Soul do? Banish.
Yeah, see, so, I think that's fine, because, you know, there's rules to the way it works.
Whereas Baron de Fleur is a level 10 generic material busting machine. And the worst part is like, I can think of a couple of other monsters that used to be as good back in the day. But because they have just one slight tweak, it's not as viable as freaking, as Baron de Fleur. Like here, for example, one of my personal favorite monsters. Good old freaking Goyo Guardian. One of the original level 6 synchro monsters that used to be a freaking powerhouse. Because, like, here, let me actually look up Goyo Guardian. That way I give you his full effects. But he used to be a freaking titan back then. Here, I believe he's a super rare.
That's definitely one thing that I will always respect Magic for, though, is they come out with new card types, but they stick to their core rules. Everything revolves around the core rules. A new type doesn't redefine and change the way the entire game plays.
Yeah, except for Suja's got one angel deck that if he gets one particular combo, I might as well just quit.
Yeah, that's just because, yeah, like, that's the hardest part about Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! If you don't have a deck that competes, it doesn't. If it can't deal with that, it just doesn't deal with that.
Hey man, did you spend some money on your cards? Yeah, sure. Freaking cool.
How much?
You get,
oh, yeah, no, only like $2,000. Yeah, I'm not winning.
Yeah. And then in Yu-Gi-Oh, like, you can start up a play. Like, you can literally get a structure deck and you can just play. And you'll spend like $12. Which,
well, they have those structure decks for Magic, too.
Yeah, nice try. I've seen the Commander structure deck go for $100.
Really? I have a couple that I bought, and they only...
I can go to entertain...
Oh, I'm sure there are ones that go for that much, but all the ones I bought, I only dropped like maybe $30 tops.
Oh no, over here for a commander, deck, I'm spending close to $100 right now.
Not same. All my commanders I only have like one or two, but they were like $30 decks. I just bought them from the convenience store.
Yeah, we don't get that stuff at our convenience stores.
That was in Washington, but I don't imagine it being too much different.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, is like, that's the same deal with Yu-Gi-Oh! In a nutshell, dude. He's like, I can name a bunch of cards in both Yu-Gi-Oh! And CJ can name a freaking couple of cards in Magic that can easily cost you, just one card by itself can cost you over $150 for both games.
We are united in our
I believe that. I mean, there's Pokemon cards. No one plays Pokemon anymore. It's just a collector card type deal now because it died hard. But some of those cards are ridiculously expensive too.
Nah, believe it or not, there are still Pokemon tournaments. There are still freaking local tournaments, and there's still an actual like world game for that.
I'm sure there are, but it's definitely the least popular out of the three.
It's definitely the least talked about, yeah.
Like, I hardly hear about Pokemon. Except for, like, their games or merchandise or something like that.
No, I still get freaking advertisements for the trading card game.
But, Yeah, like that's my thing. Is I would love them just to kind of look at everything. I know there's a lot of cards out, but just kind of, even if they just look at the new stuff, just look at it, figure out why it's so busted, and make it still playable, but fucking tone everything down. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Mm-hmm. Like, look at the boss monster for my Blackwings. I need Blackwing tuner monsters in order to make him. He's not as generic.
Yeah, it's just, ugh. That's my issue with Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just, it's so fucking absurd.
To be fair, like, when you have mana that can literally count as 3, or you can have colorless mana that can count as all of them. To be fair, that's also kind of busted.
No distractions.
And I know they do. Why? CJ uses them.
I have one modern deck, my only modern deck, but it is an infinite mana deck, but it doesn't just pull out a lot of fucking god creatures. It's literally just fucking, sorry, I was in the middle of a fight. Okay, there we go, he's dead. But like, it does have infinite mana, but I need to get my board set up for it even to work. Like, I have to have 2 specific monsters on the field, and they're relatively cheap. But I don't have infinite mana until I have that combo.
Yeah, no, see,
and it's only for black and it's only a black-blue deck. It's literally a deck of nothing but fucking, like, scarecrow type monsters. That's it.
See, and then you got people like me who will build the cheapest deck possible, because why? Goblins. Just swarm the field and just unleash.
Well, goblins are great for that. Slivers are the same way.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing, is, like, I didn't realize Magic the Gathering actually had an actual fucking archetype until last year. And that was the Slivers.
Oh, really? That's the only one you knew about? They've got vampires, angels, slivers, they've got shit tons.
Well, I always thought that was a creature type, not an archetype. There's a difference. Like, whereas you have all the slivers that only work well with other sliver monsters. See, that one freaking, like, at that moment, and it was actually naming other slivers too in this effect. That's the only time I was like, wait, that's an actual archetype? Like, because you can have different types of, like, monsters and all that. Like, in Yu-Gi-Oh! I can literally name you, like, 10 different archetypes that are all warrior monsters that have nothing to do with each other. Except for the fact that they're all warrior monsters.
Yeah.
See, that's the same thing in Magic. Until I found out that CJ actually got himself a deck filled with slivers.
The moment for my vengeance is not yet nigh.
So yeah, like, that's the thing, is like...
Lovely. As if freshly
And like I said though, for me personally, is like, if it's a card that's generic and it works for the archetype it's supposed to.
One day, perhaps,
that's okay.
Yeah, like, all of my fucking decks are specifically for the archetype that they revolve around. Every single one. Eldritches, Red Eyes.
I would like to personally disagree with this notion.
Why?
You have Maxi and Ash Blossom. Your deck is not entirely the archetype.
No, but those are tools. They're no different than, like, spell or trap cards for me. I was talking about, like, the actual monsters in the deck.
That's what I was meaning, is the monsters in the deck. And Maxi and Ash Blossom, correct me if I'm wrong, they're monster cards, aren't they?
I mean, by technicality, I guess they are, but they're not used as monster cards.
I can name a bunch of fucking monsters that aren't used as monster cards nowadays. But you would still call them monsters.
I can read you like a book.
Not yet. I shall purify the souls of their filth.
Take them all.
I am restored. One day, perhaps, I will be mortal.
But yeah, like, aside from those that are tools, If we want to get into technicality, I guess. I mean, sure. But they are all my decks are only for those types of monsters. Maxi lets me draw, Ash Blossom says no. All my monsters, all my effects, all my boss monsters, everything that comes out of that deck that I actually use as legitimate like monsters and everything, they're all of the same archetype. I don't count. They are monsters in what their category is, but they're not monsters in the sense that they're used as monsters. They're more like spell and trap cards.
See, and when I make a deck of an archetype specific, it is by the technicality. Then, if we're really gonna do that, then yes, I do split that. Like, say, for one deck, I played known as Rockets. There's a couple of cards in here that aren't actually freaking named Rocket in their cards, but they are Rocket monsters in the fact of what their effects do.
I still think that counts. That's what I was saying. Mm-hmm. Like, my decks are all the same way like that.
Yes, but these cards have something to actually do with the archetype, whereas Maxi and Ash Blossom do not.
The moment for my vengeance is not yet nigh.
Yeah, like here, Double Disruptor Dragon does not consider itself a rocket monster. However, I contribute this card, then target 2 rocket monsters in my graveyard with different names. Special summon in defense position. It works with rockets, even though it does not call itself a rocket monster or a Boral monster. It's literally that. That's the thing. It's like it's a card that was designed for the archetype. Maxi and Ash Blossom were not designed for any of the archetypes you made with them. Just being straightforward on that one.
I mean, yeah, Maxi is a bug, but like I was saying, like everything else though. Like all my decks are doing it. My decks don't revolve around Maxi and Ash Blossom to function, that's what I'm saying.
Feed the earth.
Now it may perform its function again.
That may be the case, but you can't tell me at that point that your decks are primarily BS cards. If you have those creatures in there, you can't tell me that.
No distractions.
Demonic blade lives through me.
The moment for my vengeance. I shall purify the souls of their filth.
But yeah, on to what our original freaking topic was just how strong freaking certain cards are. In fact, my gripe goes beyond just intro monsters. It actually goes to some Xyz monsters that just see too much fucking play. And then some Link monsters that honestly shouldn't be freaking as strong or legal as they are.
Them a visit.
For Tanakana. That one Link monster has literally been the driving force behind getting so many fucking guards banned.
The moment for my vengeance.
But it's only limited to one. And here's literally all the effect ever does. Is you can target a face up monster on the field, it becomes dark until the end of the turn, and then you can pay 2,000 life points to send one fusion or polymerization, normal or quick play spell from your deck to the grave, and its effect immediately becomes that. So, like, for example, say you put this monster in your Red Eyes deck, Sean, and you just got done using Red Eyes Fusion. Normally, you would be able to normal or special summon a monster afterwards, right?
Yeah. But he resets his effect.
Yeah, Verte bypasses that.
Yeah.
Like, that card alone should not be as strong as it is. Now, let me look at one freaking monster that is also super strong, and was originally made for one particular archetype, but has found itself in almost all warrior decks. Isolde, Two Tails of the Noble Knights. I do use her in my Noble Knights deck because guess what? She's a Noble Knight monster. However, even I can't deny the fact that she is so busted.
To grow vexed.
If this card is link summoned, you can add one warrior monster from your deck to your hand, but for the rest of this turn, you cannot normal summon, set, or special summon monsters.
Our enemies amass in the distance.
That's not the part that people freaking have an issue with her. Here's the one where they have an issue with is you can send any number of equipped spells from different names from your deck to the graveyard. Special summon one warrior monster from your deck whose level equals the number of cards sent to the graveyard. If you know anything about freaking Noble Knights, they are equipped card heavy. But used to show you can't just play that with a bunch of other warrior monsters that love to special summon or love to freaking get equipped cards from the graveyard
now
back.
It may perform its function again.
I can name like 5 of them right now that if you could do that too, it would make them like almost entirely busted. Now here's also another monster that I'm personally tired of seeing, and you can tell me if you're tired of seeing it too, Sean. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Access code talk.
Oh yeah, that one as well. I don't like that one either.
Like, at first it was kind of cool.
I have like 3 CUD decks that I have a problem with. Specific decks. Like I said, I've Kishtiras, Labyrinths, and I fucking hate the Flamberge Dragon decks.
Oh, the Snake Eyes?
Yes, fuck those guys.
The newest meta?
Because, yeah, I hate them. Like, nothing is more annoying than them just being able to take my cards and move them around. Like, that is fucking stupid. We're just gonna move you have a blocker, you have several blockers out or whatever, or you just got a big monster out. He gets to go in the spell or trap zone area and just gets to stay there. Fucking stupid.
Alrighty. So that was 3. What's the other 2 that you hate?
I said 3 main ones, didn't I?
Oh, you said 5.
Oh, fuck. I meant 3 main. Those are my 3 main ones I hate.
Okay.
Like, it's so... decks... I'm okay with my decks, them saying, like, no, like, whatever. Like, you know, oh, I get Odd Ash Blossom. Okay, I got Max Seed. Okay, whatever. But when they get their digital, greasy little fat boy parent living basement hands and get to touch my cards, that's when I have a problem.
Quite a number of words, despite the fact that I have a couple cards that do that. Like, say, for example...
Do you run those decks?
On occasion.
Well, when you run those decks, this point still stands. I love you, but fuck those cards.
You went up against one of them. It was the Cyber Dragons.
Cyber Dragon doesn't piss me off because it's not bullshit like the others are. You at least have to fucking try and put in a little bit of work. You don't just get to be like, oh, this is out, now it's in the graveyard, now it's out again, and because it's out again, you get to have all your monsters in the spell field. Oh, just kidding, let me just get rid of them from the spell field. It's just, I hate decks that just can move my cards around. I fucking hate that shit. And that's why I hate Kashtira's too, because like, oh, let me just fucking mull your deck out. Because I can. And the stupid satellite is out on the field. I absolutely refuse to play those games. I don't care if it's ranked, I don't care if it was a tournament. If someone was using that shit, I'd leave.
You may have my power, whatever that is worth.
The only time I'm okay with it is when I'm watching a couple of decks play out, and the person who's using it is only using it because of the fact of the opponent's monster can't be affected by anything else. Because then at that moment I look at them and go, what else were they gonna do? Can this card be destroyed by battle? No. Can it be banished? No. Okay, so fuck it. We'll just go there. Like, that to me is more understandable. Like I said though, if it's the last ditch effort and they got nothing else.
No, it's just, for me, those decks, they feel like a cop-out. Like, it's like, oh, you're just gonna be a coward. You can't, you know, fight or kill my monsters normally. Even though there's no protections on them, you're just gonna move them and just decide not to deal with them.
Well, but like
I
said, is if the opponent has the boss monster out and there's nothing else you can do.
Yeah, but we know that's not the case. They do it because they can. It doesn't matter if they're already fucking winning.
And it's the reason I said, that's the only way I'm okay with that. Is if there was nothing else you could do. But if you can definitely do something else, then yeah.
Like I said, my rule with all PvP games, I like PvP and I don't have an issue losing. I have an issue when I lost because I couldn't do fuck all.
And that's how I feel about control decks.
Where is the filth who thought they could kill me? I owe them a visit.
But that's neither here nor there.
No one.
Yeah, but even the couple control decks that I have, there's one's infinitely worse. I can deal with an Eldritch deck. I can deal with a fucking Jinzo deck.
They challenge me. Never ends well for them.
I mean, it helps that I play, you know, Eldritch, so I know how they work, so that helps me.
Lovely.
I could see it being a pain in the ass for anyone who doesn't know how they work, but...
I know how they work. I've just gone against them multiple times. I still hate them as much as I did the first time.
You're allowed to hate them, I'm just saying, there's infinitely worse ones out there.
Oh yeah. And a bunch of them are already banned, so I don't have to worry about it. Like, one particular freaking Link 2 monster, I am so glad it's banned, because thanks to that one card being banned, 15 others got off the ban list. Like, when you have a card that's that bad, to the point where freaking you literally had to ban this card in order to bring 15 of them back just because they cannot coexist with this card, otherwise the game gets broken, that's bad.
Yeah.
But then again, what do you expect from freaking constantly making cards that are just super fucking generic?
Generic or broken, because there's a difference.
I say generic because generic, like, you can make them broken and everything if, like, I'm okay with a card being broken if it took fucking steps to get there. But if it's generic and broken, there's a problem. Like, for example, with my freaking rockets, I have a boss monster called Borderland Dragon. He is a Link 5 dragon that cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, neither player can target him with monster effects. Okay, he's got a lot of protection. It takes 5 fucking materials to make them.
Lovely. As if freshly hammered and wrought.
He can take less, but, you know, minimum, I'm spending 3 other monsters to build him. Bare minimum.
The moment for my vengeance is not yet nigh. I shall purify the soul.
So yeah, like
of their
say, if it takes steps to get to a strong monster like that, then I'm more than willing to work with it. Let's look at my Red Dragon Archfields. I have Red Supernova Dragon. Gains freaking power the more freaking tuners in my graveyard cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. And if my opponent activates a monster effect, I can banish him, and then... correction. And if my opponent declares an attack, I can banish that card, and then banish everything else my opponent controls. But he takes 3 tuners and a non-tuner synchro monster. Now, in the deck that I made, it's all the archetype base. It's not the hardest thing to get out, but at the same time, it's not the best thing to get out most of the time. It all depends on the situation. And even then, freaking, I still have to draw well. And more often than not, as much as I love this deck, I have gotten screwed by drawing nothing but tutors.
I am restored. One day, perhaps, I will be more.
So you know, that wonderful element of luck.
The demonic blade lives through me. Justice has been served.
Not the worst thing in the world, but damn it annoying.
Purify the souls of their filth.
Justice has been served.
I begin to grow vexed.
You will pay for your crimes!
The moment for my vengeance is not yet nigh.
Justice has been served.
It's not gonna be easy. Because the other deck I'm actually trying to bump up right now is my vampires.
To grow vexed.
Because I do like this deck. I do like this archetype. It's always been fun. I mean, yes, when it first came out, it had one boss monster that honestly was not even worth the fucking time to play. Vampire Genesis. Just because getting that guy out was a pain in the ass to begin with. And by that time, you had better options.
When I tried running that deck, was one of my first ones with vampires with that guy in it, and I never saw that dude come out ever.
Yeah, no, trust me, that was the main issue, because remember, freaking growing up, I actually got the first original vampire structure deck, Zombie Man. Yeah, I almost never did either. Like, that was my own personal goal in the freaking playground, was see if I can get this out at all.
Yeah.
Quiet. No shame, death.
The other problem with vampires, though, is like, yes, they're all zombie types, which freaking, you know, getting them out is not hard.
I begin to grow vexed.
It's just... getting my opponents, getting this deck to run.
Our
it
enemies
wants to run
amass
like a
in the
vampire
distance.
deck. You know, I search through my opponent's graveyard and I special summon to my side of the field, basically as my own minion at that point. And then I can use them for, you know, link and extra summons.
My blade is ready to unsheathe.
The problem is
Not
that
yet.
being able to do that easily.
I shall
This
purify
deck
the
is not
souls of
revolved
their
around that.
filth.
Afraid yet?
I'm one step ahead of you.
Started making another ritual-based deck as well. Yeah, how I like that.
Filth.
I know the whole idea of the deck is for monks.
None shall escape from the demonic blade.
I think so. You talked about the one with Landon and all of them, right? Yeah, I believe that's your name.
I shall purify the souls of their filth.
Now I'm actually gonna do this just to make sure. I want to make sure I got the freaking logo down.
Now it may perform its function again.
But like, I don't mind extra summoning. Actually, if anything, I'm the guy who will be the fucking ambassador for it, willingly.
And now life's torment.
But yeah, no, monsters can't be generic and have that much fucking power, like Bear on the Floor.
Where is
Or
the
hell,
filth?
here's another one that even I run, but I only use it with my freaking Borreload monsters, and that's the Borreload Savage Dragon, the level 8 Dark Dragon Synchro monster that works with Link decks.
Genuine wish you knew what physicality entails.
Not yet.
I will remember you.
Die, filth. My blade is ready to unsheath. Now it may perform its function again.
Here, I'll be right back, Sean. I'm actually gonna make sure I get this right because I don't want to freaking get the wrong answer.
I invited CJ to the party. I've been inviting him all day, and he hasn't said anything to me. I even texted him earlier.
I know he's been freaking in and out of freaking taking a nap.
Oh, I invited him to a party, even though he's playing South Park.
Yeah, I don't trust what freaking PlayStation says we're doing. Just because there was one time where CJ had stopped playing Baldur's Gate 3 for like over like 6 hours, and yet PlayStation was still telling us he was on Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, because I invited him like all the way back around like fucking like 1. It's been like 4 fucking hours at this point.
You may have my power, whatever that is worth.
By that logo, that's not them.
Our enemies amass in the
I didn't know
distance.
you had a freaking plumbing supply company.
What are you going on about?
There was just, I'm on Google right now, one of the plumbing companies near us is called Peterson's Plumbing Supply. Hey, there you go. Oh, I'll be back.
Okay.
I begin to grow vexed.
Demonic blade lives through me.
Not yet. I shall purify the souls of their filth. The moment for my vengeance is not yet nigh. Now it may perform its function again. Where is the filth who thought they could kill me? I owe them a visit. No distractions.
Face the might of a ferocious tiger!
I begin to grow vexed. My blade is ready to unsheath.
Told you, this is mine. You're just sinking.
Where is the filth who thought they could kill me? I owe them a visit. No distractions. Where is the filth who thought they could kill me? I owe them a visit. The moment for my vengeance is not yet known. I shall purify the souls of their filth. Not yet. None shall escape from the demonic blade. The moment for my vengeance is not yet known. Now it may perform its function. Ugh. I begin to grow vexed. Enemy at close quarters.
You think your
Blade is
tricks
ready
and
to
gimmicks can
unsheath.
fool me?
Why do they challenge me? It never ends well for me. Now it may perform its function.
I'm sorry it didn't hurt more.
Be this time.
Where is the filth who thought they could kill me? I owe them a visit.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. And also, I also forgot to mention, Sean, the other reason why CJ's probably not answering your replies or anything is, you know how I told you CJ's just been kind of in and out of a bit of consciousness here and there?
Oh yeah.
CJ's potentially dealing with a
My vengeance is not yet
freaking
known.
swollen tooth
I shall
infection.
purify the souls of their filth.
So CJ's just been in a good chunk of pain for a while, so He's not gonna reply
Now
to
it may
just about
perform
anybody.
its function again.
You know what else he is? He's in paid.
Now it may perform its function again.
Of course I say you know how he is because he's freaking you and him were practically inseparable for a chunk of time.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I
fine.
begin to grow
Like that, like I don't. Yeah, it's fine if he's not feeling it. I just wish he'd say something.
No, I get you. Sometimes I don't even get that, and I'm your brother. So. But yeah, like I said, I understand.
As if freshly hammered and rocked. Now it may perform
How
its function
can I
again.
make this deck good? Or at least,
My injuries
freaking,
afflicted me
how can
no
I make
longer.
it a meaningful one step forward? It's tough here.
Demonic blade.
I shall purify the souls of their filth.
Thinking of getting rid of a deck, I just don't know what I'm gonna get rid of. Because I like playing a bunch of these decks, that's the thing. And I do play every single one of these, that's the part that hurts the worst, actually.
Yeah.
I begin to grow vexed.
Oh, let's see. I know for damn sure, freaking anyone who asks me, Chance, why don't you get rid of your black wings? How about you freaking chop off your left nut? The weird thing is, I've even thought about getting rid of my freaking 6 samurai deck. The problem is, though, is like, it's again one of those decks I grew up with. Kind of hard to say no.
The moment for my vengeance is not yet nigh.
I'm sure you got something like this, like say for like custom characters that you spend on.
I see through the cheap tricks.
TJ is the one who introduced me to this deck of cards, and I've been enjoying it ever since. I actually have not played this deck in HD yet. No, I realize it.
What deck?
It's a deck called Goki. It's literally just a bunch of freaking warrior monsters that are... Basically, it's a bunch of wrestlers. All kind of, like, dressed up as freaking different, Here, do you remember the old freaking anime Ultimate Muscle?
A little bit. I never watched it, but I know of it.
Okay, it's kind of like that. Everyone's dressed in very particular costumes and all just doing like freaking wrestling moves and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally all of these cards. Like here, one of the main freaking recruiters for the deck is named freaking Goki Suprex. You know, freaking play on words for a suplex and a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Then you got Goki Headbat, and then you got Goki Octostretch, Bear Hug. This one's just funny to me, Goki Iron Claw, but that's also just because for me personally it's based off of one of my personal favorite WWE wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
Freaking Mick Foley. Freaking the Mandible Claw, the Iron Claw. But yeah, like I said, their whole thing is a freaking... It's literally just a gigantic wrestling ring. I mean, their field spell is literally called Goki Cage Match.
I see. That's pretty funny, though.
Oh yeah. But CJ's the one that introduced me to this trick, and I started using it, and I'm like, this is easily one of my favorite decks. It's like, because yes, it is still a special summon ramp, but it's not as much of a special summoning as you are used to seeing me doing. But that's also because the monsters themselves. The monsters themselves are all like, this is a heavy link climbing deck.
Mm-hmm.
Going up the numbers, making sure I'm getting everything.
You may have my power, whatever that is worth.
And yeah, just getting everything I can to get to the boss monsters. Which is funny because you have all of the freaking main deck monsters that are all based upon like freaking dinosaurs and everything, but the extra deck, all of them have the name of Ogre. They're just a different one. Like say you have Heel Ogre, Jet Ogre, Giant Ogre, and freaking Master Ogre.
Okay. If I don't get into this next cooperative story-driven match, then I can hop over to that and you can show me it, I suppose. So they changed the story mode stuff in this,
Yeah, CJ already showed me.
which makes it definitely better instead of having to have a certain currency and only be able to do it on weekends.
Yeah, that freaking really put a damper on that one entirely.
Yeah, 'cause the co-op is pretty fun in this.
I don't want to get rid of this deck because it's a lot of fun. I literally made it on a whim. But if I were to get rid of this deck, I'd have 120 freaking ultra rare tokens.
I like my Red Eyes deck because I've always liked Red Eyes, but I just, even with its extra support, it still has issues playing against most of the other decks these days.
Oh yeah.
I don't get why.
That's because Red Eyes doesn't have a lot of, like... The best support that Red Eyes got banned almost immediately.
Really?
And the sad part is that it had nothing to do with Red Eyes as to why it got banned. It had everything to do with Dark Magician, because it was a fusion monster between Dark Magician and Red Eyes, or a effect Dragon type monster.
Why did they ban that? Was it broken or
yes. Yes. Here, let me look up the card for you. Give me one moment. Because, like I said, it was a fusion card between freaking those two. Forbidden cards. Oh, here, let me make that the only cards I'm looking for here. Okay. There it is. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Neither player can target this card with card effects. And during your main phase, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls. Non-targeting. And if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. You can use this effect a number of times per turn up to the number of normal monsters used as fusion material for this card. So, you know, up to 2. Keep in mind, this monster already starts off with 3,000 attack and 2,500 defense. Here's the other one, is once per turn, when a card or effect is activated, quick effect, you can discard one card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card, and if you do that, this card gains 1,000 attack. So a once per turn Omni negate, once per turn, let me just destroy something on the field. This was Baron de Fleur, if Baron de Fleur was able to freaking have the extra steroids. Because this card also, like I said, cannot be destroyed by card effects, and you cannot target it with card effects. You have to beat this thing by battle. And it already starts off at 3,000 attack, the same thing as Baron de Fleur, but every turn, if your opponent activates any fucking card, you can discard a card from your hand, negate it, and it automatically gains 1,000 points.
What about cards like Lava Golem and stuff that you could just tribute it with?
That would be probably the only thing that would do that, but that's the thing though, is like, there are ways now to make it to where freaking there's a summon limit that you can put on your opponent entirely.
Hmm. Another thing that would mess that up would be skill drain, and and you could also use what was the other, like if you did like a Rivalry of Warlords or Gyoza match, either of those would fuck them up, because if they had to pick or choose one element or attribute type of monster, since Spellcaster and Dragon are different, you wouldn't be able to summon it.
Not true, because you can still just polymerization if the cards are in your hand. And with Red Eye's fusion, that doesn't even have to be that. They could be in your deck. That's the thing, is like this card got extra support because of the fact of you had the Dark Magician support, which got its own fusion card now. And now you've got Red Eye's fusion out on the field, which allows you to literally use the materials straight from the deck, so it bypasses that. Like, that's the thing, is like, if you had
Skill Drain would still mess it up, though.
If Red Eye's Dragoon hits the field first, your Skill Drain is null and void. Because remember, just once per turn, just if anything activates, he just freaking, oh hey, I'll discard this card from my hand. No.
So you either have to tribute it or basically beat it in battle.
Yep.
And it seems strong, but it doesn't sound any more bullshit than the other stuff the cards do now that are legal.
Yeah, like I said though, is just the fact of it's also got protections too, so you can't just outright destroy it by card effect. And it's a card that constantly permanently gains its strength. Just by telling your opponent no. So yeah, like I said, it's like, it by itself is not the worst fucking thing, but holy shit, does it have just a lot of power.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the problem though, is like, Red Eyes has gotten a lot of support, and I fucking love it. Unfortunately, the best support it's ever gotten has all been freaking banned.
Go ahead and make a room. I've been waiting for like 10 minutes. Go ahead and make a room and I'll just
okay. Alrighty, I'm still debating on freaking dismantling this one deck of mine.
Is the deck you're gonna make with the parts better?
Probably. But at the same time, I don't care if it's better or not, so long as if I can enjoy it. Like, 'cause
Your
that's the
call,
thing.
Dad.
Yeah, because, like, I still play Ancient Gears. Which is an archetype that's gotten some, but nowhere near the amount of support as others since GX.
Yeah.
I still play Cyber Dragons. I still play Fossils. Fossils are just fun. Hell, I played Battle Embossers, which for a long time a lot of people were looking at them as if they were a fucking joke. Hell, I decided to remake the freaking old archetype that I originally wrote off myself, called TGs. And then they finally got themselves some new support, and fuck.
Yeah.
The new support that deck got, I immediately looked at it and was like, holy shit.